Rachel Kim stared at her laptop screen, the third rejection email of the week glowing mockingly in her inbox. Another startup, another layoff, another reminder that her graphic design career felt like a house of cards in an earthquake zone. At 32, she'd mastered the art of reinvention, or so she told herself while updating her portfolio for the 100th time. The idea struck during her daily unemployment ritual of scrolling through freelance job boards, wedding invitations, custom designs, something stable, something beautiful, something that celebrated hope instead of corporate buzzwords and venture capital dreams that crumbled faster than her last startup's business model. Her first inquiry came from Marcus Washington, a name that appeared in her inbox with the subject line, "Sister's Wedding, Need Designer ASAP." The initial Zoom call, scheduled for a quick 30-minute consultation, revealed a man whose exhaustion mirrored her own. Marcus, 35 and carrying the weight of family expectations on his shoulders, spoke about his sister's upcoming wedding with the same careful precision he probably used in his financial executive role. "I'm the older brother," he explained, adjusting his tie even though he was working from home. "Which apparently means I'm the wedding coordinator, budget manager, and relationship counselor rolled into one." Rachel found herself nodding. "Eldest child syndrome. I get it. I've been my family's unofficial life coach since I was 12. What should have been a business call transformed into something deeper. They talked about the burden of being the responsible one, about dreams deferred for practicality, about the strange loneliness of being successful on paper while feeling like failures in private. Marcus revealed his own quarter-life crisis that had stretched well into his 30s, a confession that made Rachel's chest tighten with recognition. "I thought I'd have it all figured out by now," he admitted, his professional facade cracking just enough to reveal genuine vulnerability. Their collaboration began with late-night Slack messages disguised as urgent design consultations. Marcus would send feedback at midnight, claiming he'd just reviewed the mock-ups after a long day. Rachel would respond immediately, pretending she wasn't waiting by her computer for his notifications like a teenager with a crush. Weekend coffee shop meetings became their routine, both insisting these were networking opportunities rather than dates. Rachel would arrive early, ordering Marcus's usual medium dark roast, no sugar, before he asked, an intimacy that neither acknowledged but both treasured. The tension simmered beneath their professional interactions. Marcus's praise for her work felt like poetry. Rachel's attention to detail, the way she captured his sister's personality in elegant typography and delicate watercolor borders, made him realize how rarely anyone truly listened to him. But reality anchored them both. Rachel needed this commission for her portfolio and next month's rent. Marcus couldn't afford complications when his sister's perfect wedding hung in the balance, and his family was already scrutinizing his every decision. The breaking point came during their 5th coffee meeting, when Marcus mentioned his sister's persistent questions about his relationship status and whether he'd be bringing anyone to the wedding. The air between them shifted, charged with everything they'd been avoiding. "She thinks I'm married to my work," he said, stirring his coffee absently. "Maybe she's right." Rachel's heart hammered against her ribs. "Maybe you just haven't found the right person to prioritize." Their eyes met across the small table, and for a moment the coffee shop noise faded. The invitation hung between them, unspoken but unmistakable. "I can't complicate this," Marcus said quietly. "Your work is too important, and I can't mess up her wedding." "I know," Rachel whispered, though her voice betrayed her disappointment. But the pull between them proved irresistible. Later that evening, Rachel texted first. "About the wedding. I could be your +1, if you want." Marcus's response came quickly. "I want that more than I should." However, Rachel's next message changed everything. "I need to be honest about something. If we're going to explore this, I need financial support while I build my business. I can't risk losing income for a relationship that might not work out." Marcus stared at the message, his excitement curdling into uncertainty. Every instinct screamed red flag, but his heart whispered about her vulnerability, about the courage it took to ask for what she needed. Rachel had been laid off 3 times in 2 years, was starting from scratch, and was trusting him with both her financial stability and her heart. Against his better judgment, Marcus typed back, "Okay, we'll figure it out." As he hit send, Marcus wondered if he was making the biggest mistake of his life or finally taking the leap towards something real. Rachel, reading his acceptance, felt equal parts relief and terror. Neither knew if they were building something beautiful or setting themselves up for heartbreak, but for the first time in years, they were willing to risk everything for love. The wedding invitation Rachel had designed for his sister now felt like a symbol of their own uncertain future. Elegant, hopeful, and balanced on the edge of everything they'd ever wanted.